Well, I think it's fantastic. Fast swimming kind of inspires others to do fast swimming. So I think when you start getting world records, you tend to get more of them. So I think it's been really fun to see, and it's been some amazing swimming. Well, maybe in the short course, yeah. You come off of the long course, they've done a lot of training for the long course, and maybe a lot of people have had breaks, right? So they're sort of fresh when they come in here. So I'm not surprised, I guess I would say it that way. I love coming to events here. They do an amazing job of running the events at Duna Arena. I think it's one of the best facilities in the world. And not only is it a fast facility, but the way it's set up, the way the organizers have gotten things together, I think it's first rate. Love it. Oh, she's just amazing. She's very well coached. She's in an excellent program. Clearly, she has she's physically, amazing swimmer. But technically, she is as good as it gets. So she is a combination of all the things that you'd want to have. She's very similar to Michael in that regard, in that she has the physical attributes, the mental, the technical. She's in a great program. She has really good coaching, and she's good under pressure. I think he had pretty good effort in those races, and I'm excited for his 200 back tomorrow. I think I have a very good 200 backstroke. He got a little bit sick this fall that we had to deal with, so I think that compromised him slightly. But I'm very happy with how he's swimming now, and I think he'll be at his top form when we need him to be. Well, I do think it's his best event. I think a 50 is really short for him. It's hard to do, and a 100 fly is kind of something he's experimenting with. But I do think 200 back is his best event, so we shall see. Well, amazing, right? They've both been very good. Ilya, I know, and just so excited that he's continuing to do well and growing and learning about this level. And Summer, she's now a veteran, even though she's pretty young, right? And she's just so professional in the way she swims, and Brent's just doing an amazing job with her, so it's exciting to watch. Well, the guys are doing really, really well. It's been fun. I've only worked with them for like 4 months now, I guess, but they've responded well to the program, and they bought into what we're asking them to do, so that's really fun. And they're great guys. They have their head on their shoulders. They know what they want and how to go about it. Luke is just amazingly consistent in practice. Right? It's not real flashy. He just comes in and does his work. Very soft-spoken, right? Doesn't say too much. Shane, he talks a little bit more, a lot more. But, he's kind of figuring out now, too, that within the structure that we have, he can find some success and improvement. And you can see what he's capable of. And, we've got a long way to go till we get to some of these other meets. But he's certainly made a good start. And I think he's seeing the results that come from being consistent in training. So hopefully that'll motivate him to keep doing more of it. So I'm very proud of those guys. I think that relay was outstanding. I supported that decision. I think he got a taste of what his new life is like after the Olympics, and it's difficult, right? Very stressful, number one, to prepare and swim in the Olympic Games and do the performances, but then all of the things that came after, while they were wonderful, take a toll on you, right? So I think he needs a little chance to regroup mentally and get back into training so that we can get started the first of the year working towards the summer. I think we did a pretty good job of that, and he works with the mental coach as well, Thomas Emmett, right? So he did a very good job in his performance mentality. He's improved that quite a bit, how to go about a routine, how to focus and block out the distractions in the competition. So I think he was prepared, and we've been working on that for 2 or 3 years to get ready. He'll just have a lot more attention, and it'll be different. It'll be his job. Instead of just kind of something he does, it'll actually be his job. And that's a different dynamic. Oh yeah, he can definitely improve. He can improve quite a bit. There's many areas where he can improve. Difficult. It's sad in some ways because, before, when you're kind of, same thing with Michael. When you're coming up the ladder, you have some sense of privacy at times. And he will not have that unless he's just in a house somewhere. When he goes out in France, everyone's going to know him. And it's a wonderful thing, but it comes with the responsibility, and he'll learn to manage it. Well, I'm very grateful, right? And I would say that it's not any different from working with the regular swimmers, except they're just more talented, right? It's easier to do things with them because they pick things up quickly and they're motivated. But it's a responsibility as well, right? I have to be on my toes all the time and be willing to put in a lot of time to help them do their things, which I love to do. It's my favorite part. I love practicing the practices. I love seeing them kind of learn things and then practice that here, come in and see if it works. And if it works, it's really rewarding because it's, a lot of it goes into it. In the collegiate system where I work, everything is based around a team concept, right? What's best for the team? We have this group of people, and that's, I feel like, a very American thing, right? Whereas I feel like the European swimmers who come in have probably largely been coached more individually, right? So incorporating them into that group, I think, is important. It's an important transition, and just understanding that it's new for them. I think they like it once they kind of get into it, but I do think that's a different stairs. They've kind of approached it more as their individual sport, and we approach it more as a team sport.